Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. Can I request you to keep video mode on? Switch on video, all of you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
We have 5-6 minutes. I would thank you all for joining early, timely. Maybe let us devote these 5 minutes that we have for introduction. I think we had introduced only 25 to 30%. Can you voluntarily one by one raise your hand? Those who have not introduced yourself, one by one, can you please introduce yourself so that we save time. After 9:30, 9:35, we can start discussing the session. Sayantan, you had not introduced. Please start.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Santon sir from Kolkata. I've completed both my graduation and post-graduation with a specialization in accounting and finance. After that, I have worked in a company for a year, and then I came here. I started preparing for an MBA and joined KSoM. And looking forward to know different more things.
Which company you are working for at Kolkata?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
In salty infrastructure.
Okay. Next. Yes, please. Yes, please. Manisha, please.
Good morning, sir. Hello, everyone. I'm Manisha Patro. I'm from Bhanjnagar, Ganjam district. I'm completed my schooling at Kolkata district, and then I completed my BBA graduation at TAB School of Business Management, Bhubaneswar. Actually, not completed. Still, my last semester is not have appeared. I will not give.
So maybe bit of pressure for you completing BBA exam and here.
Yes.
But I think whatever we'll be discussing indirectly that will help you. Don't worry, will help you. Okay. Can you just tell for the benefit of others any interesting tourist place of Bhanjanagar worth visiting? Manisha. Okay, next.
Sir, I have some internet issues, so.
Okay, next. Yes, please.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. My name is Alisha Nanda. I'm a localite from Bhubaneswar. I completed my BTech in Electronics and Telecommunication from KIT University itself in the year of 2019.
If you don't mind, just for 5 minutes, can you face the light? Actually, light is from against. Okay, we are not able to see. That's much better. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So I completed my BTech from KIT University itself in the year of 2019 in the specialization of Electronics and Telecommunication. For the past year, I was working at a company here in Bhubaneswar, Infra Services Private Limited, for the past 1.5 years. And I was working there as a technical executive. Later, I got selected for KSoM and I joined here for having a wonderful career ahead along the blessings.
We are happy to welcome you, Alisha.
Thank you so much.
You have taken a good decision. Next, please. Next, please.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning. Sir, my name is Prantik Jana. I am from Egra, West Bengal. I did my BTech in Civil Engineering from KIT University and in the year of 2017. And then I joined Simplex Infrastructure Limited as a project engineer. And after working 2 years over there, then I decided to join KSoM for my MBA for better future and better opportunities in corporate life.
Welcome back. Actually, after 3 years, KIT campus and KSoM campus, there is a lot of change. And once you are visiting after 2-3 years, you'll find a lot of change also. Most welcome. Next.
Sir, I visited after 1 year. Everything has changed, sir.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Plants and everything, it's
Yeah,
completely changed.
correct. Thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. Yeah, please.
So, my name is Amok Vikram Sinha, and I am from Ranchi. I did my BTech from KIT University in Electronics and Telecommunication, and I passed in the year 2018.
Okay.
And right now, I'm doing my MBA from KSoM.
Prior to joining MBA, you were working or doing something?
Yes, I worked in Accenture for 8 months. Then, due to some family emergency, I came back to my hometown.
Okay.
And then I decided to pursue MBA and then go for my job.
Welcome back again to KIT. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Next, please.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah,
Good
please.
morning, sir.
Alisa, please.
I'm Alisha Rani Nayak. I'm from Bhubaneswar, and I completed my graduation from ITIA as Computer Science branch, and I joined KSoM to groom myself properly in marketing and finance to enhance my career. And yeah, I hopefully all faculty results will be help me to enhance my career in my future.
Sure. Which year
Thank
you
you, sir.
completed BTech? Which year?
Sir, 2018. 2018.
After that, you were working somewhere?
No, sir. No, sir. Actually, I'm a computer science student, but I don't have any knowledge. Like, I don't have any interest in coding, so that's why I switched to management course. And due to some family problems, I do not apply for any jobs and all.
Okay.
So right now, I'm KSoM to enhance my career.
Welcome to MBA program. Thank you. Next.
Hello, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sonali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I am Sonali Mahapatra. I am from Khalikod, Ganjam district. But last 4 years, I am staying in Bhubaneswar. I done my graduation in BCom from Ramadevi Women's University. I studied management related subject in my graduation. Later on, I have an interest to pursue my career in management. And I used to like manage small kind of things and peoples, so that I have a key interest to study management. Thank you, sir.
Who was teaching you statistics in BCom at Ramadevi?
Sir Sahadev, sir.
Okay. He is my friend and his son is also your senior. So you'll be meeting his son here. Okay. Thank you.
Sir,
Yeah,
Rudra sir from Barampur University is also said that you are his colleague.
Yes.
Yes. Actually, my father is a reader in commerce.
Okay.
So
Which college? Which college?
Sir, LN College, Kodola.
Okay. Happy to know you. Thank you. Welcome. Next.
Hello, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Saurabh Mittal. Yeah.
Hello, good morning, sir. I am Saurabh Mittal. I am from Ranchi, Jharkhand. I have completed my BTech on 2015 from mechanical stream in the VTU from VTU University. Then I did the job of 3.5 years. At that time, I was changes my two company. First, I was working with Lua India. Then I working with a global AC system. Right now, I want to do the MBA because I want to enhance my career and want to gain more opportunity and to meet the corporate people to enhance my life and enhance my career.
Thank you. You are from which place? Sorry, I missed.
Ranchi, Jharkhand, sir.
Okay. Thank you for joining us.
Good
Thank
morning,
you.
sir.
Yeah, next.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Vittal Vasudev. Lipsa, you wanted to say? Lipsa?
Good morning, sir. I am Iman Paul.
Yeah, continue.
I'm Iman Paul from West Bengal, Kolkata. I passed out in BTech Computer Science Engineering in 2017. After that, I joined Amazon and worked there for 2 years. And after that, I have decided to do my MBA from KIT.
BTech from which college?
Techno India University.
Okay. Welcome, dear. Welcome. Next.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Shubham Mishra. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Myself, Shubham Pratik Mishra. I have passed my BBA from SOA University this year only, and I am looking forward to. I am from Nimapada, Puri, and I am looking forward to build my career in KSoM.
Thank you. Completed BBA this year only?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Next, please.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Violina, yeah.
Good morning, sir. I'm Paulina Nanda. I'm from Bhubaneswar. I did my BTech in Computer Science and Information Technology from ITR in 2018. Then I was working as a digital marketing executive here in Bhubaneswar in a company, Global Tech Promoters. Then I have decided to join MBA to enhance my career.
Done a good thing. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, most welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Sir.
Morning, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Pallavi Shamal, yeah.
Yes, sir. So, good morning, sir. I am Pallavi Samal. I am from Bhubaneswar. I have done my BTech in Computer Science from MIT University, Kolkata. And then I have decided to join KSoM itself. I passed out at the year 2019 and I was working in my own startup, which I have. Then while working in the startup, I realized that how important it is to do MBA. So, yes, sir, I landed here at KSoM.
Can you tell us something about your startup, please?
Yes, sir. My startup name is El Amigo. So it's an e-commerce startup which we provide a platform basically to all localites in Bhubaneswar, like all traders, so that they can sell their clothes online. We provide basically men's, women's wear. Basically, we focus on sarees of women. Yes, sir.
Is it still operational, still functioning?
Yes, sir. It's functioning. My other friends are doing. We have reached recently reached 600 followers in Insta. So
Wow.
that's
Wow,
yes.
wow. I'm also in Insta. I'll be a follower. Send me the link. I'll be happy.
Sure, sir.
Thank you. Next.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, Adhyasa.
Good morning, sir. I'm Adhyasha Mahapatra. I'm from Cuttack, Odisha, and I completed my BCom this year only. I did my BCom specialization in finance, in accounting, and now I am planning to.
You come from Ravinsa?
No, sir. JKPK Government College.
Okay. Thank you. So sorry, I'll be taking only two more. Rest we can take it off next week.
Good morning,
Next
sir.
week.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Rupon.
My name
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning to everybody. Sir, my name is Rupan Pal. I have done BTech in Electrical Engineering from JS College of Engineering. I'm from Kolkata, and after that, I worked as a project engineer in Lumina Industries Limited for 2.3 years. And
Wow.
after that, I wish to do MBA from KSoM, and that's why I'm here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rupan, for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
Next.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah,
Good
we
morning,
can
sir.
we can take two more. Yeah. Tapasya, then Samadip. Tapasya first.
Good morning, sir. I'm Tapasya Siddharth from Guwahati, Assam. And I have completed my BCom with Management Honors last year. And this year I decided to take MBA from KSoM.
Become from which college, dear Tapasya?
Sir, KC Das Commerce College.
Is it from Guwahati?
Yes, sir. It's under Guwahati University.
You had statistics as a paper in BCom?
No, sir.
Statistics you never learned?
I mean, like we had, but it was like a pass course paper in the first semester.
No
It was
problem.
under
No.
BMT.
No problem.
Business
No
Business
problem.
Mathematics.
No problem. Next, please. Thank you, Tapasya.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. I'm Shumodi Burdhan from Kolkata. I have done MTech in Computer Science and Engineering from Netaji Subhash Engineering College. And this year I will do MBA from KSoM.
And BTech you did from which college? BTech? BTech from which college?
Future Institute of Engineering and Management. Future Institute of Engineering and Management.
Okay. MTech you
Computer
completed this year? MTech you
2009.
Okay. Thank you so much. And as per our plan, we'll start discussing the syllabus and how we'll be evaluating you. And then we'll be going for our kind of thing. The rest can have the introduction in next class. Thank you so much. And just give me 1 minute to share the screen. So those maybe like my last class, Can I trouble Tapasya, Pallavi and Rupan? Tapasya, Pallavi and Rupan.
Yes,
You
sir.
will be my representative for today's class. Your role, responsibility will be, in case I'm not audible, in case I'm going faster, in case I'm not clear, you have every right to stop me, so that you are representing your friends and you are my boss. Okay, so you have every right to stop me and ask me to repeat, or if it's not clear, you can do that. So all of you
Okay, sir.
can switch off your video if you so want, but these three friends will be switching on their video, and you can be on mute mode now. Whenever required, you feel like, you unmute and ask me. Thank you. Okay, hope my screen is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So this is the booklet, handbook that I had circulated. Hope some of you must have gone through. This is what we'll be covering in semester 1. So basically, what we have discussed last class was the first line here, as you can find here, role of statistical data, summary and descriptive statistics. And today we are going to discuss about the measure of central tendency, right? So this is what we are going to discuss. And this book, Levin's book, is the textbook. I'll be heavily following this particular book. I hope this is now visible. I'm making it bigger. So this handbook is already with you. This is the textbook, and some of the questions, example cases will be taken from Levin's book. This is a very standard book. It is followed by top B schools of the world, not only the IIMs India. So abroad also, this is one of the best book, and this book we are following. And I'm told within 8 to 10 days max, you will be getting the access of soft copy, ebook of this particular book. And today I'll be just citing few examples, and side by side I'll be using the handbook. Okay, and the reference book are optional. Those who are interested, they may please, whenever you find occasion, you can refer to the reference book. And please see. This is how the session plan, and we'll not be wasting time here. And as you see here, many times we'll be using e-resources. I'll be using SPSS. I'll be using data from ProQuest. I'll be using from indiastat.com. So I'll be time to time, I'll be telling you what e-resources we'll be using here. So this is something like a brief how we'll be proceeding. And we have 20 sessions, and I have kept 2 extra sessions in case we need a doubt clearing, revision class. We can have also 2 extra beyond the allotted 20 sessions. In between, we'll have mid-sem, and finally, we'll have end-sem. As you see the evaluation plan, the important component is here, mid-sem exam, right? So mid-sem exam carries 20 marks. And end-sem exam carries 40 marks. So the 60 is the plan which will be sitting for exam, and the rest 40 is totally internal. We'll have class participation. I think I was suggesting you in my last class, if you participate, supplement, contribute in class, you may get bonus mark. This will not be given to all. Those who are giving good contribution, they will be actually given mark here in class participation. And there will be some quiz, and there will be some assignment. I guess like you have submitted first assignment, and will be taking minimum 5 assignments like the one you had earlier, and 2 computer practicals. So this is about the assignment, and we'll be taking average 10 marks out of the assignment. And this class participation, all of you please mark, this will be continuous. Every class, one who participates well, I'll be noting down his or her name and roll number, and you'll be getting bonus mark. Plus, we can have some presentation and surprise test also, right? So this is what the plan we have. So in a nutshell, I can put it the 100 marks like this: 20, 40, 20, 10, 10. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So having said our syllabus and session plan, we'll be discussing today something about averages. I guess like we had example 2, where you analyze the performance of sales executives, right? So there you felt for yourself how average can be of help. Now, before we move to averages, now let's have some discussion on frequency table and the frequency related graphs. We'll have frequency curve, we'll have like polygon, histogram, and pie charts kind of thing. So when you are plotting some graph, you just try to understand the pattern in which data is increasing. Say today, let me just like give you some food for thought so that you can join me, and I'll be taking 4-5 minutes to discuss what we really mean by frequency curve and how we'll be doing that, and we'll have a detailed discussion on that is what the first class that will be supplemented by some discussion now. Okay, so just allow me a screen where I can draw some graph. I'm sorry that I am not able to use the blackboard, so I have to manage this thing. Give me half a minute. I'll be using paint. I guess like this, so we can manage. Is it visible, this screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So let me try if I can use this MS Paint as my blackboard. Say, for example, some of you should volunteer, raise your hand and answer. Say, as you might have attended few classes, I guess like this is your 3rd day of attending classes. Now, when you are perhaps marking the number of participants joining us, are you getting my point? So how speedily the number of students joining. Say, for example, I'll be putting here this is say the timeline. Okay, say for example here is 9:30. Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Say we started
Yes, sir,
today
visible.
at say 9:20. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
here in x-axis I'll have time, right? Then in y-axis I'll have say f. F stands for what? Somebody?
Frequency.
Okay. So if I am trying to plot a graph, can anybody volunteer and tell how the graph will look like? Am I able to express myself what I'm just wanting from you?
Sir.
Can anybody quickly, within 20 seconds, use your pen and paper, show it to me back, how it may look like? Just a frequency curve. Give it a try, give it a try. At least some of you can show. Can anybody show it to camera? Anisha, closure. Okay, great, great, great. Amog,
Like
okay,
this.
okay, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, as you are marking while listening to me, some of you are also joining. There are some VIP latecomers, those who have just joined even after 9:35, 9:40, 9:42. I'm talking to you, and I'm also admitting the late joining. So you might not have marked, I'm like allowing them. So what I can do, maybe like I can put like this. Will it be like this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is what like you get a graph like this. So looking from the shape
Excuse
of the
me, sir.
graph, you can find whether it is a symmetrically distributed frequency table and frequency curve. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Sorry to disturb you, but sir,
Most
I couldn't
welcome.
understand. I couldn't
Okay.
understand how did you plot the graph on what basis? And along with that, did you start from 0 or just above 0?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What I suggested, I think I opened today morning at 9:20, right? It's really a very nice question. I must thank you for asking me the interesting question.
Yes, sir.
Actually, most of the time we may start from 0 and we may not start from 0. As you might have seen the feature of now Subhangi Behra is coming at 9:49. I'm also allowing her. Okay, sorry for the trouble. Now, when I open, some of you are waiting. So what I'll be doing? Admit all. Has anyone seen the feature of Zoom? So if you click admit all, at that time, maybe like some 3-4 people will be there. Are you getting my point? So I may not start from 0. I may start also from 3 also. Got my point? So as the time approaches to 9:30, most of you may join. Like say for example, in a platform, train is about to leave at 10 a.m. You please just imagine, think how the passengers may start reaching the station. Okay, one may reach before 45 minutes, one may reach before 35 minutes, and you will be finding Madras just before 10. And you will also get some like person, those who are missing narrowly the train also. Train has left and a person is going at 10, 1 kind of thing. So that may happen kind of thing. So the peak comes here. Okay, so the peak will be coming perhaps here. Am I answering to your question? Who asked me? Just you asked me the question?
No, sir, I did, Alisha Nanda.
Okay,
I
okay.
asked, sir, you explained we got the peak, I get it, but are you taking a rough calculation and plotting the
Yes,
graph?
yes,
Okay,
approximate.
okay. Yes, sir. Now I understood. Thank you, sir.
No, it's like hypothetical data, no? Approximately.
Yeah, sir, yeah.
Thank you. Now, what we can get, always we may not get a graph like this. Sometimes we may get a graph like this, and sometimes we may get graph like this, and sometimes we may get graph like this. So many graphs are there. So the graph which looks symmetrical graph means gradual increase, peak, then similar gradual fall. Symmetrical means if you fold from the middle, it will coincide. Okay, if you just fold from the middle, both sides should match, coincide. So those are called symmetric. And the rest, which are not symmetric, are called asymmetric. All of you may note down. And there is a synonym to asymmetric curve called skewed curve.
Sir, just repeat it.
One type of curve is called symmetric curve, and the rest will be called asymmetric or skewed curve. Okay, and from skewed curves, you have got two types of skewed curve. One is positively skewed, another is negatively skewed. In this axis, this side is called positive side, this side is called negative side. If a curve is more elongated or more flat towards the positive side, this is called positively skewed curve. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if I'm repeating, if a curve is more flat, more elongated towards negative side, then that will be called as negatively skewed curve.
But sir, both of these curves will be in the positive side, right?
No, it can happen anytime, any side. Say for example, we are measuring temperature of a city, right?
Okay.
So city like, say for example, Iman, your city is Kolkata. So what would be the average temperature of Kolkata? 33?
33, yes.
Okay, so 33 is in plus side or negative side?
Plus side.
Plus side. Think of Switzerland, think of Montreal, which is a cold country kind of thing, where it is always minus.
Minus.
Okay, what would be the average temperature? -3, -5 kind of thing. So this curve will be on the left hand side or right hand side?
Left hand side.
Got my point? So the curve can appear both side, one side or negative side, but we are looking at the shape, how the data would be represented there. Is that clear?
Okay, sir.
So from the frequency table, we can plot a frequency curve, and from the frequency curve, we should try to understand how or the way data fluctuates, varies. As a student of statistics, you should know what is the meaning of negatively skewed, what is the meaning of positively skewed. We'll be giving some small quiz. Today will be all trial. Next time, next session, we'll have a real quiz for you. Okay?
Excuse
now,
me, sir.
Yes, please, Ashwini.
Sir, is that a flat or steep side? Is it differentiated by the peak point line? I mean, if the peak point line left hand side is flat, then negative, and if it's
when it is
right
flat or more elongated, okay, flattened towards positive side, it's a positive curve, and its negative side is a negative curve. Am I answering you, Ashwini?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So positively skewed curve should always begin from 0 or
No. That we have already clarified. Na? Somebody was asking.
Sorry.
It may sometimes start from 0. It may not also. So depending upon the situation, okay. It is not necessary that the curve will always start from 0 also, okay. And very interesting, Iman also asked, will it be appearing on positive side or negative side? I also clarified giving an example of temperature, okay.
Yes, I have heard that Switzerland and Kolkata temperature.
Yeah. Is that okay?
So basically, when the positive is rising, it will rise first, then it will slant, and the negative will slant first and then rise.
Correct. It's a better explanation. You are a better teacher than me. That's okay. Great. Okay. So yesterday, the last class, what we did, we tried to understand even a frequency table, how it can be meaningful for decision making also. The example 1, we had a simple frequency table. Example 2, we had averages, and simple tools, techniques we can also use for decision making, right? Now today we'll be moving, once we get a table, how do we make out what is the average? Average, there is a statistical term called central value or central tendency. So many statistics books, particularly foreign books, they name the chapter as measures of central tendency. Okay, so I'll be having a structured presentation. Let's see what I have here. Is my screen visible?
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we'll have just a brief discussion about the averages, and the broad topic is called central tendency, and to be exact, the chapter name is called measures of central tendency, right? And the first and most favorite average is mean. I'm pretty sure at least 99% of you must have covered mean. And as the syllabus we have, we'll be having a quick review. Actually, in MBA, we don't teach averages in detail. This is actually part of a review session, recap session.
Hello,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, please. Yeah.
So then central tendency means average value of any statistical data.
Yes.
Average value of any statistical data, the average value of is central tendency.
Yeah. Can you give some real life example? Please, I'll be helping you. I'm with you. Recall from the example that we gave in the last class.
Sales executives.
Have we directly, indirectly given an example in the last class?
Sir, cricket score?
Cricket score, say for example, Dhoni as a batsman. Dhoni came to cricket as wicketkeeper. Dhoni, yeah, sorry.
The mean of the salespersons performing in weeks. That example you gave.
Example 2 was the best example. Also indirectly, perhaps I might have told you average income of families of a rural village. We gave that discussion. Suppose we are making a survey, socioeconomic survey, and yes. So on an average, what is the average? Say for example, Indian people's income, people of Nepal, their income, people of Bangladesh, their income. How do you make comparison, Jaswini?
So their average income.
Okay. Have you heard of any better word?
No.
Iman.
We can find out the mean of the incomes of each country.
No, what I'm asking, there is a very common
Net
average. So we can make an average of the income.
Arpita, Prantik, you wanted to say something?
Sir, per capita income?
Yes, you are forgetting the word per capita. So what is the meaning of per capita?
Per person income, I think.
So that's what like it is calculated, no? Impartially, it's calculated by world body. So what is the per capita income of Indian people? What is the per capita income of Nepal people? What is the per capita income of Bangladesh people? So that per capita is one example of average. And here, Jaswini, just taking a clue from your good question. So is it something like a central value? What is the meaning of central value when you are relating to per capita here?
Central value, I guess median.
Okay, could be median. Roughly the average income. It is not the poorest Indian, or it is not the richest Indian, or it is not the poorest Nepali, or the richest Nepali. So it is something like a center. Okay. Center. Yes. So a value from central range, that is called central tendency. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
So we had given a lot of examples last time, so that can be done. Thank you for asking.
Thank you, sir.
Now, to start with, as I told, mean is the most favorite of all averages that we have in statistics. It is very simple, it is very popular, and it's ideal for mathematical manipulation kind of thing. And I can share this slide. Whatever we are discussing beyond the bullet point of PPT, you can note it down. But don't worry about the word by word. Don't write everything on PPT. I can share it. Okay. So as you know better than me, the simplest possible formula.
You will mail the slides.
Formula.
Mail us the slide.
Yeah, I'll mail it. Don't worry.
Okay, sir.
The simplest possible formula of average is the observations or values you add and divide by the number of observations. Suppose 3 values are A, B, C. I add A plus B plus C, divide by 3, that is my average. And the notation we'll be using is mu. Okay? If you like it, you can accept it. If you don't like, Jaswini, if you don't like, don't write, no problem. Okay? Just simple mean is better. Okay? This is a symbol of mu. And if you have got like frequency table, the previous line is for individual data when you do not have frequency. Suppose there is a data table,
That
you
is
have X column.
individual series. Individual series.
Right,
Then you have frequency.
right. The second line was for individual series. Now we are discussing about the frequency table. So in frequency table, in one column you have got X value, next column you have got frequency value. We'll take example. Give me 2 minutes, we'll have a calculation. So the simplest formula is you multiply frequency with X, add it, and divide by total frequency. You can use this formula, or you can simply write summation fx by n, capital N. You can do that. Whatever convenient for you, you can write it. Is that clear?
Yes,
Can I
sir.
move?
So capital N or small n also?
Capital N. Whenever you are going for group data, frequency table,
Sir,
will be
it's
using
depending
capital.
upon the series of data.
No. Let me just supplement here. Whenever you are using frequency table, you will be using either summation f or capital N. This middle line, where I'm just talking of individual, this 3 is small n. So let us, all of us, you and me, follow a single principle. Small n will be used for individual series. Capital N will be used for group data or frequency table. Capital N is nothing but summation f, right? Next, we'll be taking one example. I think that is there in our handbook. Those who might have seen that. I've been sharing this. Is it visible, the handbook?
Yes, sir.
So this is the handbook, soft copy I have given. And from the handbook, I think I had mailed you earlier.
Question
So
number
we'll be
6.
taking one
Page
example.
number 28, question number 6.
Question number 6, right. So the question number 6 will be trying here. Yeah, so this is the data. So don't worry about the handbook. Now look to the screen. I am giving the, say for example, this is marks category or classes. Okay.
Yes.
So Sanjukta Basu, what is the meaning of 0 to 10? Sanjukta Basu, can you hear me?
So from 0 to 10, the mark secured by student is 5.
There are 5 students who have scored marks
Yes.
between 0 to 10. There are 12 students who have scored mark between 10 to 20. So this is the meaning of frequency that we will be understanding. Now, what is the average performance of the class? If you want to find the average value, how do we find? So I guess like this is not the one we'll be applying. This is the one we'll be applying. Is that clear? So we have to find the mid value of this class groups. The mid value will be representing as X, then we'll be multiplying by frequency. This slide I'll be sharing, don't worry. So how do we calculate mean or mu? So this is first the given column, first column. I'm writing in a row. Whenever I'll be asking you to submit the assignment, please all of you write column wise, okay? 0 to 10, below that 10 to 20 like this, you'll be putting it there, right? Then what will you finding? We'll be finding the mid value. So 0 to 10, mid value is 5. 10 to 20, mid value is 15. 20 to 30, mid value is 25. Like this, I'll be finding the mid value. So this mid value, I'll be representing as X. Is that okay?
Excuse me, sir.
Next.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please, ask me.
So in this question, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, so we got the mid values easily, right? Like by just dividing it by 2 and we got it. But
Yeah.
what about irregular intervals? Like if it's given between...
Okay.
So
Remind me.
Yeah. So please discuss one example because that is a difficult one, sir. That's
Okay. Got it. Just remind me after just 2 minutes. 2 minutes means 120 seconds, okay? Don't forget,
sir.
okay?
Yeah.
So in this example, so far so good, is okay? Any question up to this?
No, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay. So in the question, you'll be getting the first row and the third row, middle row I have computed, and this mid value you have to find. So as the formula we just now discussed, we have to multiply f with x. Now for convenience, I am putting it in a row manner, but I would suggest you to put it in a column manner whenever you are doing it in a notebook. Later, okay? Not today. That will be better. Fine. So next is this f total we need, and this fx total we need. And if I add fx total, then
3.9.
can I take a pause?
40.9.
Priyanka.
40.9, sir.
40.9, sir.
Yeah, just 1 minute. Priyanka Puhan, have you joined? Priyanka Puhan. Priyanka. Priyanka Puhan, am I audible?
She was telling she's facing internet issues.
Okay. Thank you. That's like a good representative one. I like you. So anybody like having issues, please help me helping your friends. Okay, thank you. That's what I wanted. She now joined again. Okay, so once you divide this, I guess like the formula is 40.9. All of you have done it. Is that okay?
Yes.
Now coming to the
Yes,
question.
40.9.
Yeah, coming to the question, how do we get these class intervals? Okay, these type of class intervals called continuous class interval, and sometimes we may face discrete class intervals. Now for this, all of you please remember carefully, depending upon the data, depending upon the variable, depending upon the subject that we are dealing with, we have to decide whether it will be continuous or discrete. Say for example, we have given example of temperature. Now let me define, all of you please note carefully, listen to me carefully all of you. Continuous variable, continuous data is one which can take fractional value. Discrete value is one which is always whole numbers. Repeat, discrete whole numbers, continuous can take fractional value. Like temperature, is continuous or discrete?
Continuous.
Continuous. Number of students absent today in my class, continuous or discrete?
Discrete.
Discrete.
Population, maybe like say COVID patients in a state.
Continuous.
Continuous.
Discrete.
Discrete, sir.
Discrete, sir.
Who told continuous?
So me, Jashwini.
10.5 COVID cases.
No,
Just so
sir.
50% COVID, 50% well. Huh? So height is continuous or discrete?
Sir,
Discrete, sir.
Discrete, sir.
Height is discrete.
Continuous, sir.
Continuous, sir.
Continuous.
Height and weight all are clear examples of continuous cases. Okay. So these can come as a quiz question. All of you be serious. I'll be giving a lot of examples. You have to put it as continuous or discrete.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, height you said it is like continuous, but there are some cases like height also is also measured in fractional also, like 175 centimeter 0.8.
So that's
The people who go for complete accuracy, I'm saying it that sense, we don't do it, but if in medical or anywhere.
So that's where it is continuous. When you're going for centimeter, that is continuous.
Oh, it is, I misheard then. Sorry.
That's why I'm telling continuous. Now it is continuous. Okay. Now, my point here is, say for example, we are calculating number of persons, which is discrete. In that case, when we know that it is discrete, you have option of going for continuous class or discrete class. Better you may go for discrete class because, say for example, number of person, it is 10. If it is 10, whether it is in lower class here or in the second category, are you getting my point? The 10 should be considered here or here. All of you are able to see the cursor of my computer?
Yes, sir.
So there may be a confusion. I'm coming back to confusion. So in case of discrete, if I put it 0 to 9, then 10 to 19, then 20 to 29, in that case, that kind of confusion will not be there. Is that clear? Now, in case of continuous, if wrongly we have put discrete class interval, 0 to 9, then 10 to 20, suppose there is a value 9.5. So 9.5 we are not able to put it anywhere. So for continuous data, theory says we must have to go for continuous class interval. Is that okay? Now we can also convert from discrete to continuous. I'll be telling you later. I have example today. Wait for 5 minutes. Now, whenever continuous class interval, say for example, we know that it is fractional, but within the fractional, as somebody was pointing out correctly, one could be perhaps 10 itself. So if it is 10, should we consider here in the first class or in the second class? In that case, continuous class category, we have two options: inclusive type, exclusive type. All of you note it down. Inclusive type class interval and exclusive type class interval.
Inclusive and sir, one more.
Inclusive and exclusive type class interval. Inclusive means 0 to 10, including 10. So 10 will be included here. Exclusive means 0 to 10, but excluding 10. The upper limit is excluded. So that you don't worry. Now the point one of you asked is actually half answered. I know that I have not answered fully. I have actually, perhaps I've got a ready-made example. I'll be going for that. What she suggested, I'll be giving some hint, but others may not be fully clear. I know that the person who asked me can perhaps understand. Suppose one is 0 to 599. 0 to 599. Next is 600 to 1200. Are you getting my point? So the class interval here and here may not be same. In that case, what we can do, we have got two options. First, we can convert from discrete to continuous, or don't worry, take just the average and it will be done either by calculator or Excel. Repeat. First option, you can convert discrete to continuous, or second option, don't worry about the lower limit, upper limit of a class, simply take the average even if it is fractional, because you will be using calculator and Excel sheet, so we don't mind if it is fractional or not. Now how to convert? Suppose it is 0 to 9 and here it is 10 to 19. So the rule says the difference between two classes, here upper limit of first class is 9 and here lower limit of second class is 10. So what is the difference between two classes?
1.
1. So half of 1 is 0.5. So add 0.5 here, deduct 0.5 here. So 9 plus 0.5 is 9.5. 10 minus 0.5 is 9.5. So now we can convert it from discrete to continuous. Don't worry about the Jamala kind of thing. I'll be giving you very simple questions, but we'll be taking up questions like this. Most welcome. Next.
Sure.
The
Yeah,
one
please.
you discussed, the one you explained right now. So if you have any example of that in a written
Yeah,
basis,
yeah,
with please do share with me.
we have. I just told Ki, wait for 5-7 minutes. I have example, lot of examples are there. Don't worry. Okay, before we take examples, I think I need to cover quickly as a recap. I'll not be detailed discuss on how based on all the averages. This slide I'll be sharing with you. Next is maybe like all of you know geometric mean. Geometric mean is you multiply. Earlier in arithmetic mean or mean, we have added, now we are multiplying. So multiplying and take the root. If it is 2 values, take the square root. If it is 3 value, take the cube root. Similarly, this would be n. This will be replaced by n. Okay. And next is harmonic mean. This geometric mean, harmonic mean will not come in our MBA exam, don't worry, but we should understand what is geometric mean and harmonic mean is. Okay? So very quickly we'll be reviewing it. Don't worry about this. This will not come in our exam. I can tell you that. So, but we must understand and we can take it off later also in case of you got interest to know more on this. And this harmonic mean is calculated by, you find the first reciprocal. X is given, find the reverse of X or reciprocal of this. Y is given, then you find the reverse or reciprocal of Y. Then find the average of reciprocals. Then once again, you take the reciprocals. So this is the simple harmonic mean formula for 2 values. This can be extended to 3 value, 4 value, 5 value. Don't worry, we are not going to ask you. But the next 2 we'll be using as short note. All of you please remember, I'll be using even today itself. 1 median, next is mode. Now median is just the middle item. If you arrange the data either in ascending order or descending order. Okay, repeat. Suppose 5 values are given. Okay, can you see my hand? So first we have to check how many data. Suppose 5 odd number, and if it is put in order, then the middle value will be the median value. Now suppose 4 values are there. So in case of 4 values, first is you sort it, you put it either in ascending or descending order, then take the average of middle two. That will be median. Okay, this is a simple logic. Just remember, median is the middlemost item of given series of individual data arranged in ascending or descending order, right? And when you have got frequency, there is a formula like this. Don't worry, we will not be using at least today or before mid-sem. So this formula, we can take it up later. But this line, all of you must be clear. I'm going to ask you today itself. Next is also equally important. Mode. Mode is the one which is repeated for the maximum number of time, or the value having maximum frequency. Okay.
Most
frequently observed value. Most frequently observed value. Who asked me the question? I must thank him or her. Who asked me the question for mode?
Median will not be there in this semester, mid-semester.
No, we'll be using the concept terms, definitions. Computation, calculation, we may not trouble you. Okay. Now, actually, mode, can anybody volunteer? Say, for example, if you are thinking, imagine, sale of shoes of a shoe shop, Bata or anything, Liberty or whatever, which is the most frequently sold shoe size, which number is the most frequently sold shoe size number?
6 or 7. 6 and 7.
7.
8
or
6.
6, 7
So
will be
6, 7 around.
6.
5, 6.
6 and 7 will be answer from the ladies. 6 and 7 will be answer from the ladies.
Sir, 8 and 10 for
And 8, 9, 10 will be answer from the
9,
boys.
guys.
Sir, 8 and 10.
8, 9,
Yes,
10.
sir.
8, 9.
Sir, 8, 10 for
8,
men.
9.
8, 10.
So if you want to find the average word, mean word will not be better. You need to find, suppose you are the owner of a shoe shop. Which particular number of shoe you will be stocking in high number?
So the most
frequently
the that is
Sold,
used
most sold,
So you are
most sold.
looking,
frequently sold one.
so you are
More
looking
value.
for the number
Yes.
of the
Basically
shoe
the
which
mode.
is sold more frequently. So
Yes, sir.
this,
More value.
yeah, so here more value comes, okay, more value comes. So these are the applications you should remember where mode is applied, where mean is applied. We'll be taking example like, okay. And there is one approximate relation between mean, median, mode.
Sir,
Yes, please.
so in case of modes, if a number is not repeated, will there be any problem?
You mean to say for example, in Sue example, suppose the girls are telling 6 or 7, boys are telling 8 or 9, and say
Let's
for
say, for
example,
example, all of them are same, like 6 to 7 also 5. 5 shoes have been sold, and 8 to 10 also 5 shoes have been sold.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you for helping me, giving you the example. These are the cases, all of you note it down, are called bimodal case, trimodal case, or multimodal case. In some of the case, we may not find only one mode. There could be a case where you have more than one mode. Suppose you find exactly ditto, two highest frequencies for two cases. Then that is a case of what?
Bimodal.
Bimodal. And if you find
Bimodal
three cases,
Trimodal.
trimodal. So if it is many, that is a multimodal case.
Multimodal.
Okay.
So what I didn't understand this model thing.
Sorry.
So trimodal, bimodal, I can't understand this. Will you repeat?
Okay. Iman, can you take my position, help?
Okay, let's say for example, Bata is selling shoes, and of the shoe size of 6 to 7, 5 shoes has been sold, and from 8 to 10, again 5 shoes has been sold. You see, both the data are same in this case. How will we find out the mode in that case? So in bimodal case, since two shoe size are given, like say 5 shoes has been sold in this case also, 5 in that case also, that is called bimodal case. In case 3 such cases are given, like say shoe size 6, 7 and 8 we are comparing, in that case we call it trimodal case, and if more than 3 is there, we call that multimodal
case.
Okay, thank you. And the last line, all of you may please note, sometimes if we are not able to find one and we are able to find the two values, there is one approximate relationship between the three, mean, median, mode. Okay, so the formula is, yeah.
Sir, I have a question. All of these are for the average, to find out the average, mean, median, and mode.
Yes.
I wanted to ask that which one is the most appropriate in all the cases? Like,
Right. That is actually the question for you, and that question you have to answer. You have to find through the self-search mode. If you find it, then better, or else I'll be answering. I will be helping you. Okay. Good question. All of you note down this question. I should disclose this. This could be one of the potential question for your next quiz. Okay. So some of the questions.
So
I'll
what
be
is the
answering.
quiz thing? So what is the
Sorry?
quiz thing? So what is the quiz thing? 10 marks in quiz notes. So what is this? Is this
How
like
much? How much you want? 5 marks, 10 marks, or 100 marks?
So I don't know what is the quiz, sir. Is this something like assignment, or we have to do this in the class only?
In the on the online class itself.
On the online class quiz.
Yes, there will be declared quiz. There will be surprise quiz. Without any notification, all of a sudden you will be given a link. Within 5 minutes, 5 questions you have to submit, and the questions will be different from student to student. Happy?
Oh, MCQ questions. Okay.
Very happy?
10 sir.
Thank you.
So one
Excuse
thing.
me, sir.
Yeah.
So can you just explain me this last line, mode is equal to 3 median to that part? Sir?
This is just a asymptotic approximate relation here. Nothing to explain. Just note it down. We may not use also. Okay.
Okay.
This is something like a not mathematical proven also. This is approximate relation, and this is a formula we may use. We may not. We hardly use this because we have direct formula of median, direct formula of mode, also direct formula of mean. So we may not need actually this. Okay, but somebody has found approximate relation, so I am giving it. Nothing great here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Yes.
I have a doubt, sir.
Yes, please. Most welcome.
Sir, in median, you told that it is the middlemost item. Then, sir, if we have 4 items, then how will we find out?
We have already explained. I think you missed me. Iman, if you by chance have heard that explanation, have you got the question, Iman?
Sir, actually, due to some internet
Average of the middle two.
I could not able to listen it.
Average of the middle of the two.
Yeah. So maybe there is some net issue with some of you. Some of you might not have heard. Can you repeat the person who just now explained correctly?
Sir, average of the two, middlemost two.
Right. Is that okay?
Yes,
Adding number 3 and number 4 and dividing by 2.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, okay. Now let's move. So this data actually, so sorry, I should not have said. Anyway, you are now part of KSoM family. Yeah, any question? Yeah.
Sir, if there are 4 numbers, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, so then how to find the median? Which 2 numbers will take as the average?
That is what we are discussing now. I just
2 plus 3 divided by 4.
2 plus 3 by
I just told by showing my hand. If you got odd number of individual data, simple. First put it in order. Order means ascending or descending. If 5 values are there, middle value. Clear?
Yes, sir. 5 value middle.
If even number of there, I just told just now. No, now also your friend also suggested. If even number of data there, first you put it either in ascending or descending order. Then find the middle 2 value. Middle 2 value is value number 2, value number 3.
Yes, sir. 2 plus 3 divided by 2.
Not 2 plus 3. Value of second item, value of third item.
Sorry, no, I was asking about that example 1, 2, 3, 4. If there are 4 numbers, then we have to add 2 plus 3 divided by 2.
That's what we told. No? That's what we have repeated already 3 times. Thank you for asking. You can ask me, no problem. Huh? Thank you. Okay, this data, I think, bit confidential and also not bit confidential as you are part of our family. Actually, I'll be showing you some statistics of our school or your school. This is something old data. And can you make out what this data is all about?
Placement.
placement done in 2016.
Okay, sometime back, we have the placement cell had given this data. That time, actually, I was the program chairperson, so I had access to a lot of data. And in the handbook also, you must have seen a very big table of grade points of data spreading over 4 or 5 pages. Those who have seen the huge table of different subjects.
Yes, sir.
So when I was the program chairperson, I had access to the grade points of your students. So I thought I should use for my QT class. Okay. So now if this is the data, suggestion. Now recall the way we discussed in our last class. What relevant information we can extract from this. Please recall our discussion in our last class, data versus information. You recall?
Yes.
So this could be information, this could be data. Now, what best interpretation we can have from data like this?
Number of
The number of students
getting
placed with the packages, the average packages and the packages provided how many number of students got placed.
Who are
First of
you?
all, that
Who are you?
Iman sir.
I know you are Iman.
Oh, so I am the placement head, or I'm the one who is looking at the data.
Okay, that you have to answer that way.
Yes.
Suppose you are a interested parent.
Yes, sir.
Whether the parent would be really impressed about the placement record of KSoM. Okay. So now, how would be viewing this data? Or second, you could be one MBA student, prospective MBA student, or you are first year student. You are, of course. And what information value this table carries, and how best we can analyze. I'll be asking randomly. One, Tapasya. Second, Ashutosh Mishra. Third, Arpita. Fourth, Sayantan. In that order, comment.
So, sir, if I am a prospective MBA student, then I'll check the average salary that the most number of students have got. And here I can see that 7 to 8 lakhs is the average salary that 84 students have got. So I guess it is a pretty good package for most of the students.
Thank you. I won't comment till I listen to the last speaker. Next speaker in that order.
Sir, in respect of MBA student, I would say that which specialization got the average placement from this data.
Okay, next two speakers, please wait. Don't forget your turn. Now, one more speaker. Vansika, am I audible? Vansika, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So, what is the difference between the statement of two speakers?
Sir, Tapasya said she took the average of the packages.
Okay.
And Ashutosh said he will take the average of the departments.
Sorry? Sorry, come again. Rajiv Anand wanted to sleep there, very comfortable in a beautiful sofa. I envy your environment is like good. Now over to Rajiv Anand. Can you just like differentiate what is the difference between the two speakers, or you don't bother what others say?
Sir, what are you asking?
That's why I ask you, because you are about to sleep. I won't waste my time. Sayantan. Next time, Rajiv, you are not listening to us, you are not answering promptly, I'll deduct 1 mark. Okay. You are supposed to listen to all of your friends. Sayantan, quick.
Sir, the first one over here said that we are saying that within 7 to 8 lakhs there are maximum number of students placed. So it's kind of thing that it is we are
Second speaker.
Mode.
Second speaker.
And on the second speaker said is we will find the averages of different specializations.
Okay. First speaker, simple average, and she got attracted to the last column because her eye got widened kind of thing, and because she got the highest package kind of thing. I don't know why she looked at the last column, best package kind of thing. And the second speaker was a bit careful and he looked for the specialization. Because I asked you, when I asked you, who are you? One could be like concerned parent, one could be like MBA student, what specialization you may opt in second year. Okay. Next speaker.
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir. So this table shows which stream of MBA gives how much package, and the total representation of like what packages have been given.
Madam. What is my question? You are forgetting the question. How best we can analyze this? You are forgetting there. You are not helping me. Are you not wasting each other's time? I categorically asked, recall my last session. Last session was data versus information. I told her this is data. You are explaining what it is. Now, how best we can extract information, what type of information. The information should be what you need exactly. Need will depend on who are you. If you are a student, you may be concerned, is marketing is a better option here, is finance is a better option here, is system is a better option here. That is your concern. That particular information you need. So if you know the information need, then you can process accordingly. That's what we discussed yesterday, last class. Got my point? Last speaker, will save time. Quick. Please be quick, dear. Last speaker. There is no last speaker.
So in finance, I mean, like out of this data, we can say that the finance has the, I mean, like highest amount of total. I mean, like by the average of it's the highest. While seeing the average 7 to 8 lakhs people package in finance as the highest compared to all others.
So you are ditto like first speaker. Nothing new you are telling. Okay, now what I wanted is how can I put it as a graphical representation. I think maybe there is some mistake in my communication. I'm not able to ask you properly. So if you remember, this type of data we had shown through bar diagram, pie chart. So if you put like say a pie chart of different specialization and also the package kind of thing, you can understand what is the most likely. The person, first speaker who told ki more than 8 lakh, 10 lakh, actually very heartening. But please remember, what is the chance that we'll be lucky to get that package? There, hardly few people are getting the highest kind of thing. What is the most likely that our student may perhaps get a package like this? So for that, you have to find the relative frequency or percentage pie chart. Don't think that all of you will be getting in the highest bracket. Be practical. Many of you will struggle to even go to the middle. I'm not discouraging or scaring kind of thing. We need to be very, very practical. This is the reality. Say, for example, between these two, 60% of the students are getting this package. Okay. Now, I'll not comment what you have told. Please allow me to share one more detail, minor detail. I'll be going, taking back to some old data. Okay. This is still old data. Latest data, actually, I don't have access. So this is, I guess, for 2014. 2014 is a long back. So even a package of, say, those days, even also 3.9 was good also. I'm talking of 2014, some 6 years back. So please see, these companies visited that year, okay? And these are the number. There are many. Please see, all of you should be realistic. I'm showing you some real data. Don't be in dream. You are not in I am. You should understand where we are. But better be realistic. Now, when you are finding 0, companies are taking and grilling you, taking interview, and none of your friends could make it. So they are not selecting us. So this also will happen. 0 cases, please remember this. Okay. So life may not be actually a bed of roses kind of thing. So if you see this, it's a long list. I think 2014, out of the 200 placements, these are the individual package, CTC they call. So that's why it's a fractional. And you have got also very high of as high as 16.5 those days. Really a dream job kind of thing. Only 2 persons got this. So now if you get a data like this, how do we get that information? This is data and we want to analyze this. Okay, Amog, can you comment?
So we can plot we can see the frequency of each of the packages, and then we can see the maximum number what the students got.
Okay, now I think somebody was asking about irregular data, continuous discrete kind of thing?
Yes, sir, I did.
Thank you so much, dear. That was a very valid point. Good question. Can you help me? This case, this example, this data is discrete or continuous?
Continuous.
The continuous.
Wow, wow, wow. Very happy that our discussion is heading properly.
Continuous.
So you make a suitable class interval, right? Say, for example, you find the lowest is 3, 3 to 4, or 5, 5 to 7 kind of thing. Then you put the frequency. That's what Amog suggested us. Once you find the frequency table, what next? Either Amog or anybody else. Saurabh, are you ready? Can you trouble him, Saurabh? Mittal?
No, sir. It's okay, sir.
Yeah, tell me. Take over from Amog. Amog suggested we should first make a decent frequency table. Next.
Yes, sir. Then, sir, we have to find
Next we'll say goodbye to sir and we'll go to our own
no,
place.
sir. Then we will take the mid value first.
Now the question is, one of you had asked, who is better? Is it mean? Is it median? Is it mode? Where we should apply? What is like the role, advantage, disadvantage? Okay. Now from your common sense, from your GK intelligence, here is one example I'm asking, which you think is perhaps better? Mean, mode, median, or geometric mean, whatever.
Some mean.
Yes.
Some mode.
Sir, median, sir.
Median, sir, median.
Median, sir.
Some mode.
Median.
sir.
Mode, sir.
Who told mode? Feel free, yaar. I'm going to reward you. Don't get scared.
Sir, I told mode.
Yes, sir. I also told.
You'll get chocolate. Why you told mode?
Sir, because the number of cities is where the frequency will be higher. There we can know that it is the average, means the number of students in which continuous CTC they have been placed more. There we can know that this is the average one.
Okay. Can I trouble to your section? I'm giving you one optional assignment. It's not compulsory for all of you. Those who are interested, those who are free, those who love to answer, only they listen to my question. Whenever you are free, just write 2-3 sentences and simply mail it to my email ID. Now we had two options, average package, modal value. Now, if we take average package, what is the implication? If you take modal value, what is the implication? And what is actually difference between, from this example point of view, average package and modal package? Got my point? Now, this is the assignment. If you think it over. There is no definite answer kind of thing. This type of question discussion happens in PG class. This is called PG class. It's not like something like a definite 2 + 2 is 4 kind of thing. It could be different kind of. In your own way, own thinking, you can explain. Feel free. Those who are interested can write to me. It is not compulsory assignment. Optional. You may write, may not write also. Okay. Now,
Hello.
Yeah, just 1 minute.
Hello.
1 minute.
Sir, can you just
1 minute. 1 minute.
Sir, just repeat.
The question I'm repeating. What is the difference and implications of average package and modal package? Implications means from the person who wanted the information from his or her point of view. Somebody wanted information, so whenever I am asking who are you, that is the person like who may be interested to know the information, right? Now, okay, I think I'm pretty sure all of you must have seen very enticing news kind of thing like IIT fellow got a package of 1 crore. I'm Ahmedabad and they have cracked kind of thing 1.15 crore. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sorry to interrupt. Sir, Ankita answered that question you asked regarding choosing the mode. I couldn't understand what she said. So if you can explain or she can explain again. Ankita?
Yes, actually, here mode means the number of people, highest number of people. Here the average CTC will be determined with the number of highest number of people they are being placed in the continuous series discrete. Let it be in the example, the most number of people have been selected in either 6 point something lakhs or 5 point something lakhs. So according to me, the mode will be the most
Think it over.
most
Think it over.
appropriate value.
Think it over. Actually, this is the question for which we wanted to have the answer. Let it be unanswered today. We can answer it, discuss it in next class. I have got, give me just like 3-4 minutes. Actually, I have got 2-3 interesting slides. Please allow me. Control your question. I'll be answering all your questions. Okay. Now, what I was asking you, those examples, the news item that we find of IITs getting 1 crore package, and IIMs getting like 1.1 crore kind of thing. So what do you say? Is it also not central value?
No, sir. Actually, what happens is there are some outlier values. Like some of the student might get a very big package, and the whole figure gets inflated.
Right, right. So actually, sometimes there is actually a game. I should not use the word game, but actually they inflate the value. So as you are all postgraduates, you are educated, you need to go into details of the data like this. What is actually true representative, the true picture of a school, true picture of one institute? Is it something like the just average? Is just like the highest bracket? I think if you remember, I selected 4 speakers for this example. Speaker number 1 actually is like expected. I would have also answered that way. So we look to the higher package, but we should also not forget how many people are getting the highest package. If it is just 1, 2, 3, there is something like a rare chance. So most likely we may not get that. So when you are 300 people and like say 70% chance that you will be getting a package like this, okay? All of us may not get that kind of thing. So when one institute advertise like this, so they use the average to their advantage. But as a potential customer, you have to really find the real story like this. So you have to use that average, which should be telling the correct picture kind of thing, the majority what they get. Okay, I'm happy that somebody remembered the word outlier. Okay, so that like once or twice somebody gets kind of thing, and whether you believe or not, there are new IIMs. If you can please trust me, there are new IIMs. Even there are examples of unplaced students. 1 or 2 and some cases are there. I will not name some new IIMs. Even there are very, very difficulties. And there is a leading B school here in Bhubaneswar also, the same story also. There is also struggle. I'm not blaming the institute or the school, but it depends on the student itself. Suppose student is not able to communicate, not able to sell himself or herself, the company will not accept. It's just a competition. The company comes, if you're not able to open our mouth, if we are not able to communicate, they are not going to accept us. Okay, so that is a different story. So think it over. So whenever we are thinking of applying one average, we have to be very careful. So I would request you all, just Google or read from your own source, what are the applicability and applications and advantage and disadvantage of different averages. And whatever you are asking me question, it will be automatically answered. I'm leaving it to you because I'm running short of time. Just like allow me to go to the slide here. Okay, because actually at 11:15 I have got one more class and people start coming from 11, so I have to close this by 11:2. So I have got 2 slides here. Are you able to see this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
No, sir. No, sir.
Oh God. Are you able to see this?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes,
No,
sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes.
It's visible.
Can you please
No, sir,
read
it's not
this?
visible.
Can you see the picture?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I'm reading it for you. I'm reading it for
Sir,
you.
actually, it's zoomed.
Sir, the second picture is
Can you
not
just
properly
minimize the
visible.
picture?
Minimize or maximize?
So minimize the picture. The second picture is not
The
visible
second picture
fully.
is not
Yes,
properly
sir.
visible.
Now it is okay.
No,
So,
sir. It's more
Minimize
maximize.
the
Minimize.
minimize, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
Yeah,
is
fit
visible
to
now.
Yeah.
fit to screen, sir.
No. Listen. I'm reading it out. Now, can you just look to the first graph? One is a skewed curve, and the second one is a normal curve. Okay. Are you able to see or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
Yes,
right
sir.
now.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm reading out the questions. If it is not visible, I'm so sorry. I've taken that from Levin's book. For the following distributions, A and B, indicate which distribution, either A or B, has larger average value. A or B? Quick.
B.
B,
Very good.
B, sir.
B, sir.
Very good.
B, sir.
Which is more likely to produce a small value than a large value?
A.
Very
A,
good.
sir.
These are some GK kind of thing. Which is the better representation of the distribution of ages at a rock concert, whatever. Which is a better?
A, sir.
A, sir.
No, sir. It's B.
Now the second picture. I'm sorry. Are you able to see the second picture? No.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Maybe like we can take it up next class. Let me move to. Okay, this is better.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now two pictures are there. And this is my. I think I have got so many other graphs I should have discussed. Don't worry, we'll take it up leisurely in the next class because I have got one more class. People are waiting. Now, situation A, situation B. Sorry. Situation A, situation A, situation B. Now, the question is, if the following two curves represent the distribution of scores of students on two tests, which is more difficult, A or B?
A, sir.
Wow,
Yes, sir.
wow,
B,
wow.
sir.
B, who told B?
Yes, sir.
So this is how we have to understand what is the meaning of a graph, okay? And how do they kind of thing. This slide I'll be sharing. I guess like I have also other slides. This we'll be discussing at greater length next time, don't worry. And somebody, okay, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Should I make it bigger? Is it?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay,
sir. Now, okay.
Okay. So I'm really tempted to show you this example, last example. We'll repeat it in next time. Can anybody help me read the last line below the table?
Please don't explain any errors
Error you can
Errors
and
you
in
can
Mr.
find in
Frank.
Mr. Frank's distribution.
Actually, there is no error. You agree with me?
I think he's missing 5 days from the year.
Which one?
I mean, sir, for the past year it's written it should be 365 days, but it's only 360 days.
It's 65 days.
Temperature.
Sir,
So
540
the
to 550 is not
540 to
the
550.
Are
Sir,
dear?
it's the frequency, class frequency.
Yes, sir. The frequency is
Wrong
in
the
discrete. We
Are
have to
dear? I'm
convert it
asking. I
into
think there is no
continuous.
mistake. Is there any mistake?
Yes,
No,
sir,
sir.
there is no mistake.
Very good. You are smarter today. I will always try to confuse you. Don't get confused. Don't fall prey to my trap. Actually, there are mistakes. What are the mistakes?
Sir, class
540
frequency is
Class
not
interval
equal.
540.
Yes, sir.
No, that is not a mistake. That is not a mistake.
41 to 550.
That is not a
Sir,
mistake.
third class
550
pointer is
is
below
not there.
500. We shouldn't be.
Sir, it should
It's
be
open over
531.
there.
The person who told after 540 there is a gap should get 1 mark.
Yes,
Who told that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, me.
Me.
So please see, after 530 to 540, there is
550.
one inadvertent error. Now what happens after 540? What is the next mistake?
541
So
is
some data are in discrete form and some are in continuous form.
No, that is not a mistake, but you cannot miss the gap.
Class interval.
Yes, sir.
So 571 to
So this is
580 to 590.
Okay, so I think somebody was asking about irregular class interval. I propose to take the last 3 examples again in next class, don't worry. And I'm happy that second session today is for us much better than the first session because your participation, I'm really impressed.
The
And
total days should be 365. No?
I'm sorry?
The total days should be 365, no? Total frequency, total.
No,
That's temperature.
they must have observed for 360 days, no problem.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank
It's
you.
a total of
My
something.
It's about
observation,
temperature, not about
my
days.
observation kind of thing, don't worry. Okay, so this slide I'm sharing with you, don't worry. Thank you so much. Actually, I'll be going for one more session. Thank you, goodbye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.